the Golden Gate State for this game being played here in Pasadena, California. And it's going to be a scorcher out here for today's game between the Miami Hurricanes and the Florida Gators. And here come the Gators. On the line in today's bitter in-state rivalry is the Seminole War Canoe. Welcome, folks. I'm Brad Nessler, and with me today, as always, Lee Corso and our quarterback, Kirk Herbstreit. The Gators are going to have to play a great football game if they expect to win this one, Kirk.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you on this one, Brad. Miami has one of their best players lining up in their backfield. Lee, expect a huge game from him running the football and maybe even catching a few passes. He's a tremendous athlete, and they'll use him as much as they can.
The reason I disagree is simple. Miami is not prepared for the running attack they're about to fall victim to. Kirk, I'm afraid that defense is in for a rude awakening here pretty soon.
Thank you, guys. The team captains are on the field, and this game is about to get underway. Florida is ready to open this one up as they line up for the opening kick. He kicks it. Number 3 fields it at the 9. They'll start this drive at the 27. High formation here. Here's the option. With the spin, pitches back. And he's taken down at the 32. They gained 5 yards there. It's second down and 5 to go. Ball on their own 32. Miami lines up with 3 receivers. Back to pass. He pumps once. Complete, and down he goes. Nothing going on that play.
Well, here I think the quarterback needs to be a little bit more patient in the pocket. That way he can allow his receivers to get downfield a little bit before he throws it.
Third and 2 coming up here. Ball on their own 35. Miami will line up in a jumbo set here. Starks, the ball carrier, and he's taken down. And that was a nice run on third down.
That's right, Brad. Those big uglies up front did a nice job of paving the way for the ball carrier.
It's first and 10. Ball on their own 42. They'll work from the shotgun. Here's the option left. He spins around. Here he goes. And down he goes. Nice running on the option there.
That was a spectacular option keeper there. And I'm going to tell you why. It looked like that play was going nowhere, but this quarterback made the right choice by holding on to the football.
You're right. Good heads-up play there by the QB.
First and 10. Ball on the 42. 2 tight end set. Starks gets another carry. So far, and he's taken down. Gain of 1. Second and 9 coming up here. And this is the 6th play of the drive. Miami lines up in a double tight set. Starks gets the call again. And down he goes. A 1-yard gain by the halfback. The defense will try to stop this third down as they were unsuccessful the first time on this drive. He drops back. Steps up. Wants to throw outside. Found his man. And he's all the way down to the 11-yard line. That's how you get a first down. Coach?
They took a risk and went for the long ball. And boy, did it pay off. Excellent play call.
What do you think of this pass, Coach?
When you look at the replay here, the impressive thing about this pass is how quickly he gets the ball from point A to point B. That makes it tough on the old defense to react.
It's 1st and 10. This is the 8th play of this drive. They line up in an I. They'll run the option. Broke away from one. Touchdown, Miami! And the fullback broke that one for the score.
Heck, they need to start giving this fullback the ball more. Just look what he did on his last carry.
And he hits the PAT. With less than 4 minutes to go in the first, the score, Miami 7, Florida nothing. Number 33 is lined up to kick this one off. He sends this one deep. Number 1 fields it in the end zone. Fumble, loose ball. Number 76 with a recovery. They'll set up shop at the 16. Miami brings in their nickel package. They'll throw on first down. He steps up, throws this one out to the left, and it's caught. And Kirk, that was a nice grab there.
You know, it may be simple, but whenever you can gain solid yardage, you're doing something right.
It's 2nd down and 4 to go. Ball on the 22. They line up in an I. Fullback handoff. Missed tackle. There's a stiff arm. Spin move. And he's taken down. And the fullback made him pay big time on that little run.
Little. There was nothing little about that run, my friend.
No joke. He busted through there for some nice yardage.
Let's check out the replay. First and 10. Ball on the 32-yard line. Florida lines up with 3 receivers. Steps up in the pocket. Incomplete. That would have been a tough catch for the wide receiver.
The intended receiver on the play.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 32. Number 10 is back in the gun. Uh-oh, high snap. He's looking, bumps once, and he's going to be sacked for a loss. He grabbed a hold of the quarterback and would not let go.
Well, he's able to slip right through a crack in the line and get a big sack.
Passing situation here on 3rd and long, and this is the 5th play of the current drive. Florida comes to the line with 3 wide. Great coverage, and it's intercepted. Not a good decision there. Why'd he even throw that pass?
Well, it's a good job by the corner of sitting back and reading the quarterback's eyes. Good job of disguising coverage as well.
This cornerback is a gamer. He comes to play every game.
And they'll look to capitalize on the good field position here. Starks lines up in the deep back, I formation. Here's the option. And he is drilled. Just a yard there. Second and 9 coming up here. Ball on the 28-yard line. Miami goes with the ace set here. Here's a counter play. They'll drop him for a loss. Absolutely no blocking up front.
Hey, sometimes a blitz is used to get after a quarterback in the passing game, but this time it was used to stick the halfback behind the line of scrimmage.
Third down and 12 to go. Ball on the 31. I formation here. Drops back to pass. Steps up. Fires deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. He missed his man there.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more patient down there, close to the end zone.
Number 33 lined up for the field goal, and he's going to need some distance on this one. He gets it up. And it's through the uprights. And he's got to be happy about that kick.
Oh, no question. This kid is a solid kicker.
Number 33 is lined up to kick this one off. Number 11 and number 1 back deep to return. Number 1 has it at the 5. Defense won the last battle as they were able to pick the ball off. Who's going to win this time? They'll take over at the 24.
First and 10.
Florida comes out with an I formation. And down he goes. They'll get 6 yards.
Gain of 6 on the play.
It's second down and 4 to go. Ball on the 30. The Gators come out in the ace formation. He steps up, throws this one out to the left. And that was a good defensive play.
Yeah, guys, this is because he's in great position to make the play.
Third and 4. Ball on the 30-yard line. They line up in the jumbo set. And he's taken down. Not much going on that drive.
Nothing at all. But you got to give the defense credit. They really stepped it up.
Florida lining up the punt. He punts it. Number 4 takes it at the 32.
What I like about this is the guys stayed in their lanes and didn't allow the big play.
They'll go to work at the 36-yard line.
First and 10.
Starks is the deep back as they line up in the I. Here's the option. He spins, sheds that one. And down he goes at the 42-yard line. So he calls his own number and gets about 6 yards. Second and 4. Ball on the 42. And that'll be the end of the first quarter with our score. Miami 10, Florida nothing. Second and 4 coming up here. Ball on their own 42. From the gun. Starks on the delay. And he's taken down. A nice run there and another first down.
Yeah, this is a delayed handoff to the tailback, and as you can see, he knows exactly how to handle it once he gets his hands on the ball.
Also, Kirk, you got to give the offensive coordinator a lot of credit. A nice call there.
First and 10. Ball on the 50. Starks, the lone back. Back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Wants to throw outside. His back makes the catch. And a nice catch coming out of the backfield.
Yeah, this is a good job of the quarterback reading the coverage downfield and realizing he had to dump the ball to the running back for the big game.
Let's look at that one again. It's first and 10. Ball on the 33-yard line. Starks lines up in a deep back, I formation. They'll run the option. He laterals the ball. He's hit and got away. He breaks free. And down he goes. Picked up big yards there, and he's going to have a first down.
Yeah, nice job there. This guy does a good job of reading his blocks and accelerating through the holes.
First and 10. This is the 5th play of this drive. Miami lines up in a double tight set. They hand it off again. Throws a stiff arm, and he's taken down. And they pick up 9 there.
9-yard gain on the play.
Miami comes out with 2 tight ends. And now he pitches it. And he's got the touchdown. The halfback refused to be taken down on that score.
Boy, there was no way that he was going to be stopped. He wanted that touchdown bad.
Oh, let's see that one again.
Brad, great speed here by the quarterback. When you talk about running the option to perfection, this is exactly what you mean.
And he hits the PAT. Just over 5 minutes now remaining in the second quarter. And the score, Miami 17, Florida nothing. Number 33, ready to kick. Number 11 and number 1 set to return. Decent kick, looks to be returnable. Number 1 takes it from the 6. Not a very good series for this offense on their last drive as they were forced into a 3-and-out.
Boy, oh boy, they had nothing going last time.
Yeah, maybe, Scooter, you need to get out there and show them what you're made out of.
Somebody get me a helmet quickly.
They'll start this drive at the 22.
First and 10.
They line up in an I. He drops back. Steps up. He's going left. Complete. That one worked pretty well.
And it's a good job here by the wide receiver to get open. He created good separation from the defense.
It's second down and 2 to go. Ball on their own 30. The Gators line up with 3 wide. And the snap goes to the back. And down he goes. And a nice run by the tailback.
Not a lot of razzle-dazzle here, but it gets the job done and picks up the first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 35-yard line. The Canes line up with 6 defensive backs. Drop back to pass with the throw. Brings it in with one hand. The tight end with a nice catch there.
Gain of 8 on the play.
Second and 2 coming up here. Ball on the 43. Johnson, the lone back. Back to pass. He steps up. He's got to throw it in a hurry. Got it to his receiver. And that's the way you're supposed to play pitch and catch.
Absolutely. You know, this wide receiver is a difference maker. He's one of those players that has a chance to go the distance every time you get him the ball.
First and 10. And this is the 5th play of the current drive. Florida comes to the line with 3 wide. Steps up in the pocket. It falls incomplete. That ball was off the mark, guys.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's get back to basics.
Hey, Coach, this guy looks like he's got his adrenaline flowing out there. He's a little bit too excited.
Come on, Kirk. We almost caught that one.
So it's second and 10. Ball on the 32. The Gators set up in the gun. They'll give it off here. And he's taken down. So they get 5 yards there on the halfback draw.
Gain on the play.
Third and 5. Ball on the 27-yard line. The Hurricanes bring in their dime package. He drops back. Steps up. And it falls incomplete.
Number 2, the intended receiver on the play. Fourth and 5. Ball on the 27-yard line.
Johnson lines up as a single back. Drops back to pass. He steps up. Oh, he had the pick and he dropped it. They hold on 4th down.
Now that's how you get a team motivated. I wouldn't be surprised to see their offense take the field with an explosive power attack.
They'll take over.
They'll set up shop at the 27.
First and 10.
The Canes come out in a 2 tight end set. Creates some room. Spinning. And down he goes. About 8 yards there.
Gain of 8 on the play.
It's second down and 2 to go. Ball on the 35. Miami comes to the line. Only 1 man in the backfield. Starks gets a toss. A little juke. And he's stopped behind the line. And they stop the halfback for a loss.
Now, let me tell you something. That toss play had no chance whatsoever. Defense was all over it.
Third down and 4 coming up on this one. Ball on the 33. Starks lines up in the deep back. I formation. Starks again. and he's taken down. They keep it on the ground and get the first down.
Good call there on third down by the old head coach.
Yeah, and also give credit to the big boys up front. They did an excellent job of allowing the back to get nice yardage there.
First and 10. Ball on the 40. They line up in a double tight set. Handoff up the middle. He jukes. He tries to spin, and down he goes. Miami takes a timeout, and they'll have 2 remaining. It's second down and 6 to go. This is the 5th play of this drive. Number 7 lines up in the shotgun. Back to pass. And it's caught. And he's taken down at the 47. The defense looked a little lost on that one, Kirk.
Yeah, they did, Brad. Nice recognition here by the quarterback to see that confusion and then take advantage of it.
First and 10. And this is the 6th play of the drive. The Canes line up in an I formation. And he's going to lose yards on this one. So they toss it to the outside, and they're going to lose yardage.
He couldn't quite get around the corner there. Too much defensive speed.
It's second down and 12 to go. Ball on the 49. Florida lines up with 5 defensive backs. He drops back. He's going left. Well, he tried to thread the needle with that pass.
Well, here the quarterback makes a poor decision throwing into coverage. Needs to look at his progression and find the second and third receiver.
Third and 12 coming up on this one. This is the 8th play of this drive. Starks is the deep back as they line up in the I. Drops back to pass. He unloads it. Coach, he made a nice defensive play there.
He sure did. He just stuck his hand out and hit the football.
So they're set to punt this one away. They get this one off, and it's a beauty. Number 34 signals for a fair catch. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. The offense saw their last drive end on 4th down. Will we see a similar result this time? They'll take over at the 20.
At the 20-yard line. First and 10.
Number 10 comes to the line with 3 wide. They get it out there on the toss with the spin, and down he goes at the 22. The offense calls a timeout, and they've got 2 remaining. A minute left in the half.
Second and 8. Ball on the 22-yard line.
Florida comes out in the shotgun. Bad snap from center. Looks. Wants to throw outside. Got it. And he's taken down at the 42. Florida calls a timeout. That was their second timeout. It's first and 10. Ball on the 42-yard line. The Gators come out in the ace formation. Back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Complete. Bounces off the would-be tackler. And down he goes at the 20. What an arm.
Well, here the quarterback throws it to a spot. You could tell that the quarterback and receiver have worked over and over on this. He may not impress you with style points, but that time he shows off a big arm and delivers a bullet right there.
And they do a good job at swatting that one away.
You're right, Brad. Excellent awareness by the defender to know where the football is and get his hand on it.
Second and 10. Ball on the 20. Florida comes to the line with 3 wide. Steps up, throws this one out to the left.
Pass ball's incomplete. Number 8, the intended receiver on the play.
Third down and 10 coming up. Ball on the 20-yard line. Number 10 is back in the gun. He drops back. Wants to throw outside. There was not a soul open there.
He threw into double coverage because it was an obvious passing down, and the defense knew the pass was coming.
Fourth and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Number 14 is lined up for the kick. The kick is up. No good. He missed it to the right. Check out the replay on that one. They'll get the ball here at the 20.
First and 10.
Number 7 comes to the line with 3 wide. They'll throw on first down. He steps up, looking. He rolls left. He lets it go deep down the middle. Incomplete pass. He just couldn't get to that one.
Well, he looked to be a little excited back there in the pocket. May have rushed things a little bit. Needs to be a little bit more patient, step up, and make the throw.
Second and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line. Starks lines up in the deep back, I formation, and he's taken down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 3 yards by the fullback. It's third down and 7 to go. Ball on the 23-yard line. We still have a half left to play, but right now, they've got this thing under control. Our score, Miami 17, Florida nothing. We'll see what kind of halftime adjustments were made as we prepare to start the second half. Not a real deep kick, should be returned. Number 1 takes it at the 4. He spins around. And now we'll see the offense come out onto the field for their next possession. They'll go to work at the 22.
First and 10.
Miami brings in the nickel here. Drops back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. And it's caught. And down he goes. How about that play?
That's a good pickup there. He just dropped back and delivered a nice throw.
It's second down and 3 to go. Ball on the 29-yard line. Florida lines up in a shotgun set. Back to pass. Throws this one out to the left. Not a good decision here by the quarterback throwing into coverage. Third down and 3 coming up. Ball on the 29. They come out in a goal line set. They'll run the option. Spins upfield. And he's taken down. And it looks like he got the first down.
I'll tell you what, Brad, that is very close. I didn't think he was going to make it there, Coach.
Kirk, I agree with you 100%. I thought he was stopped short, too. This kid shows some real determination on that run.
First and 10. Ball on their own 33. Number 10 with 3 wide receivers. They'll throw on first down. Caught a one-hander. And down he goes. And he threw that ball in there nicely. Did you see that, Coach?
Yes, I did, Brad, and that was a good pass and a very good game.
It's first and 10, and this is the 5th play of the current drive. Single set backfield. They go with a toss. Defense running him down. They'll drop him for a loss. And he couldn't go anywhere on that run.
Nah, he couldn't go anywhere because there was no place for him to run. The defensive front got a good push and knocked that offensive line backwards.
Second and long coming up here. This is the 6th play of this drive. They come out in a nickel. He drops back. Down the middle. Complete. And he's taken down at the 45. So they pick up a few with a pass play, Coach.
Yeah, it was. I like plays like these. As long as you're moving forward and not backward, you're doing pretty good.
The defense will try to stop this third down as they were unsuccessful the first time on this drive. Drops back to pass. Throws this one out to the right. And an outstanding play defensively.
Yeah, he timed it perfectly and managed to get a hand in there to deflect the ball away.
And the punt team will come out. It's 4th down.
Number 4, back deep to return.
Punts the ball away. Number 4 takes it at the 14. Came away with a nice return there, Lee Corso.
Whoa, Nelly. That was almost a big one, my friend.
They'll set up shop at the 23-yard line. Miami comes to the line with 3 wide. They'll throw on first down. Pressure coming. Almost intercepted. Nice job getting a hand on that one.
Yeah, really good heads-up play there to get a hand on the football by the defense.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 23. Florida brings in their nickel package. Back to pass. Across the middle. He had a very small window he was trying to throw to on that one.
Yo, you called that a window? The defender had it shut pretty tight. That was a poor decision by the quarterback.
It's 3rd down and 10. Ball on their own 23. Miami lines up with 3 receivers. He drops back under heavy pressure. His receiver has it. Just short of the first down, guys.
Boy, big play there by the offense, but you have to put your head down and get the first down in that situation.
The special teams coach sends his punt team out on the field. He gets it off. Number 1 fields it at the 30. And he got a few yards.
He got more than a few. That was a good return.
Good return and outstanding speed. He almost went all the way that time.
They'll start this drive at the 40-yard line.
First and 10.
Johnson lines up as a single back. Drops back to pass. Steps up. Throws this one out to the right. Down the sideline. To the 20. To the 10. He's in for the score, and they're back in it. Wow. Once he caught that one, nobody was going to get it.
You know, guys, this kid is a true sprinter. He runs track in the offseason.
And it shows right here, Kirk. It looked like he was running against a high school secondary.
And he hits the PAT. So with less than 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, the score is Miami 17, Florida 7. Number 14 looks ready to kick this one off. Number 3 and number 34 back to return. Number 34 fields it at the 9. At the 30. He tries a stiff arm. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. Here it is again. They'll get the ball here at the 40-yard line. Miami sets up in the I. Back to pass. He steps up, throws this one out to the left. He hung on to it, but he wasn't in play.
Hey, Kirk, how wide is the football field?
I think it's 53 yards, Coach.
Yep, 53 yards, my friend. And he couldn't drop it in there between the sidelines. Look at all that green.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 40. High formation here. Here's the option. And down he goes. A gain of a yard, and the quarterback keeper.
1 yard gain on the play.
Now it's 3rd and 9 coming up. Ball on the 41. Florida comes out defensively with 6 defensive backs. He drops back. Throws. And he's taken down. Nice stop by the defense.
Well, they let him catch it, but they were not going to let him get that first down.
The Hurricanes are lining up to punt it away. Number 39 gets it off. Number 1 takes it to 14. Not a whole lot on the return.
Well, I look at it this way. You didn't fumble, and you didn't lose yardage. What more could you ask for?
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line. Single set backfield. Drops back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Airing it out long. And he got it! To the 20, to the 10. Touchdown! Let's take another look at that touchdown pass.
Guys, this is a great example of a quarterback with great awareness. Does a good job of scanning the field and getting it to the right target. Nice touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. And just over 2 minutes left here in the third. The score is Miami 17, Florida 14. Florida is ready to kick it away.
Number 34, back deep to return.
Kicks it off. Number 34 fields it at the 9. He spins. Not a whole lot of success their last time out.
Not at all. This offense has to do a better job of staying on the field and giving their defense a chance to catch their breath.
They'll take over at the 30-yard line. Miami comes out with an I formation. They'll run the option. Spinning, and down he goes at the 33. 3 yards there on the play. It's 2nd down and 7 to go. Ball on their own 33. The Canes line up with 2 tight ends. Back to pass. Steps up, wants the middle. Got it. And he's taken down at the 45-yard line. Good yardage there, and that'll move the sticks.
Nice time to call pass here. It looked like the defense might have been looking run.
First and 10. Ball on the 45. Single set backfield. They'll throw on 1st down. He steps up. He's looking. He throws it. Got it. And they bring him down. What do you think of that one, Mr. Corso?
Well, I'm going to say that was a nice catch. He got a bunch of yards there, and that's going to spread this defense out a little.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 23-yard line. Starks lines up in the deep back. I formation. They keep it on the ground with a tailback. And down he goes. Gain of 2. Second and 8 coming up here. This is the 5th play of this drive. High formation here. And he's taken down. A gain of 3 yards by the fullback. It's 3rd down and 5 to go. Ball on the 18-yard line. Number 7 is back in the gun. Across the middle. And he drops it.
Ball on the 18-yard line.
They'll line it up for the field goal. It's up. And it's through the uprights. Number 33 is lined up to kick this one off. Number 1 and number 11 back ready to return. Number 1 fields it in the end zone.
What to look for in this drive is to see how often the defense changes up its coverages. They didn't defend the pass very well that last drive, so it's going to be interesting to see if they play them differently here.
They'll set up shop at the 20.
1st and 10.
Two tight ends here. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. Can't wrap him up. And down he goes at the 31-yard line. Nice gain for the halfback.
That time they kept it on the ground with the counter play. The blocking was great up front. The tailback was able to get into the open field and do some special things.
Let's see the replay on that run. And that'll bring this quarter to an end. Folks, we've played 3, and our score is Miami 20, Florida 14. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 31. Johnson is the deep back as they line up in the I. He drops back. Under pressure, rifles it over the middle, and he can't make the catch.
Number 2, the intended receiver on the play.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line. Florida comes out in the shotgun. It's a direct snap. Fumbles the ball. Number 8 recovers a loose ball. Well, they avoided the turnover right there.
Yikes, that was a close one. Good thing that kid was paying attention and fell on the football.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line. The Gators set up in the gun. Drops back to pass. Wants the middle. And that was a good defensive play.
Yeah, guys, this is because he's in great position to make the play.
So it's 2nd and 10. And this is the 5th play of the current drive. Florida lines up in a shotgun set. Back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. And it's incomplete. That was a dangerous throw.
Oh, not a very good decision. He's got to either throw this one away or take a sack. You don't want to go back to the sideline and have a discussion with the old ball coach if that had been an interception.
It's 3rd down and 10. And this is the 6th play of the drive. Nickel defense. He drops back. Steps up. Looks. Wants it all. He got it. And he's taken down.
That's now 300 passing yards for this quarterback, coach. This guy's having a huge game.
Solid. And I'll tell you why. This offensive line has given him plenty of time to throw the ball back there.
1st and 10. Ball on the 21-yard line. The Hurricanes line up with 6 defensive backs. They'll throw on 1st down. He breaks free, and it's caught. Nice little catch there, huh, Coach?
Yeah, that was a good call. I like that call. I like short passes. They're safe and can lead to some really good yardage.
Second and 4 coming up here. This is the 8th play of this drive. The defense sets up with 5 defensive linemen. Johnson on a pitch to the left. Nothing doing. Tackled for a loss on the play. The D lineman wasn't letting anyone by him that time.
And the big fella did a heck of a job plugging up the hole where that play was supposed to go.
That guy's so big, Kirk, he doesn't plug up holes. He plugs up the whole line down there. Yo.
So another 3rd down upcoming for the offense. The Canes bring in their dime package. And he's taken down. That's not going to keep the drive going.
Good, solid defense there to force them into a fourth down situation.
No hesitation on the call whatsoever. They got to go for it. Drops back to pass. He steps up, throws it to the outside. Intercepted in the end zone. That last INT gives this defense 2 on the day.
Not a good throw there, and the quarterback needs to make better decisions.
They'll take over.
They'll go to work at the 20.
First and 10.
The Hurricanes come out in a shotgun. They'll throw on first down. Complete. And down he goes at the 28. And a nice pickup through the air.
I'll tell you what, fellas, I love this kid's throwing ability. He's got a quick release, and he's very accurate.
It's second down and 2 to go. Ball on their own 28. Starks lines up in the deep back. I formation. Back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Oh, boy, almost intercepted. Coach, you made a nice defensive play there.
He sure did. He just stuck his hand out and hit the football.
Third and 2 coming up here. Ball on the 28. They come out with 3 wide receivers. Toss to the right. Can he get to the sticks? And he's taken down. Well, they try to keep it on the ground for the first down.
You know, Brad, here the defense just steps up and makes a play, stopping them and bringing up fourth down.
The drive stalls, and they'll have to punt it away. Number 39 punts it, and it's a good one. Number 1 fields it at the 26. Not a bad return.
I like the patience here and then the ability to turn it upfield once he recognizes the hole.
They'll start this drive at the 50. Johnson, the lone back. Johnson gets it on the draw, and down he goes. And they pick up 2 yards.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Second and 8 coming up here. Ball on the 48. They come out with 3 wide receivers. On the ground with the tailback. Sheds a tackler. Makes a move. And he's taken down. And he has a huge run.
I'll tell you right now, this guy is arguably one of the fastest players in college football today. There you see him turn it upfield with such fluidity and quickness.
I agree with you. Such a natural runner.
Guys, let's take another look at that play. It's first and 10. Ball on the 39-yard line. Johnson lines up in the deep back. I formation. And down he goes at the 38. Pickup of a yard for the tailback. Second and 9 coming up here. Ball on the 38-yard line. They'll work from the shotgun. He drops back, looking, throws this one out to the left, and he's taken down at the 30-yard line. Boy, does this kid have an arm or what?
Are you kidding me? It looks like he has a rocket launcher attached to his shoulder.
Third and one. Ball on the 30. Johnson is the deep back as they line up in the I. And he's going to lose yards on this one. Well, he just couldn't get much of anything there.
No, Brad, he couldn't. And I think the offensive line's going to have to hold their blocks longer than they did on that play.
Fourth and 3. Ball on the 32-yard line.
They have to go for this one. And they're going to try to get it through the air. Wants to throw outside. And this one's broken up. They went for it, but they were denied.
Well, that was a situation where they had to go for it.
I agree. They can't afford to let the other team hold on to the ball. The time is ticking away.
They'll get the ball here at the 32.
First and 10.
They line up in an I. They run a counter. There's a missed tackle. And down he goes. The Gators call for a timeout, and that was their first timeout. Second and 4 coming up here. Ball on the 38-yard line. They come out in a goal line set. On the ground with the tailback. And he's taken down. Florida takes a timeout, and they'll have one timeout left. And it looks like we have our Old Spice players of the game. Miami comes out with an I formation. Starks gets the throw again, and down he goes. That was a nice stretch for the D there.
Yeah, they really cranked it up a notch on that series.
The Gators are going to take a timeout, and that was their third and final timeout. And the punt team will come out. It's fourth down. Number 39 gets it off. Number 1 takes it at the 20. The offense heads out onto the field. Their last series, they opted to try and convert a fourth down, and they came up short. They'll set up shop at the 20. Florida lines up with 3 receivers. Drops back to pass. And he's hammered as he lets it go. And the blitz works that time.
And let me say this. Now pay attention. This is exactly why you want to put the pressure on a quarterback. That time it was an incomplete pass. The next time it may be an interception.
Second and 10. Ball on the 20. Number 10 lines up in the shotgun. Back to pass. He tosses it short. And they do a good job at swatting that one away.
You're right, Brad. Excellent awareness by the defender to know where the football is and get his hand on it.
Third down and 10 coming up. Ball on the 20-yard line. Number 10 back in the gun. Throws it to the outside. Great coverage, and it's intercepted. And that series ended in another interception, Coach.
Yeah, that's like 3 for the game.
They'll take over at the 29. And this should be a kneel down as they just try to kill the clock. There's the kneel down by the quarterback. 2nd down and 12 to go. Ball on the 31. Miami will kneel on it here as they count the seconds down. And he takes a knee. Third and 14. Ball on the 33-yard line. Miami is about ready to celebrate a big victory here. There's the kneel down by the quarterback. So this rivalry will have to wait another year to renew their acquaintances. Was this one any different than previous years?
Miami comes away with bragging rights this year, and I'm sure the fans and students will enjoy it just as much as the players. They were the better team today and added another great chapter to this rivalry.
Folks, thanks for tuning into our game. Our final score, Miami 20, Florida 14. Brad Nessler for Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit signing off. So long, everybody.